Good evening, guys, girls. Rob here with you this evening. NFL final scores from the 1 o'clock games. Also, we got a little something else going on at the end. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So hang in here with me, okay? We're gonna have final scores, and then I'll hit you with a little something at the end. Thursday night game. Chiefs 27, Chargers 24, 3 and a hook. No, Chargers cover, and they play under the total. Patriots and Steelers today, 17-14 Patriots. They were favored by a point. Harris, Dwayne loved them. They got the under and picked the teams. All of us but Keith went under. Keith went over, and the Steelers missed both counts. Giants and the Panthers. Giants 19, Panthers 16. What's up, Philip? Giants cover. Keith, Bob, and Mike do the job there. All 7 of us went under the total. That's the way it went. Jets 31, Browns 30. Harris liked them. Harris liked them from the start. He went over the total along with Tim and Dwayne and Keith. And they were my lock of the week as well as Mike's. No, with the Browns. The Jets take care of business in Cleveland. The Jaguars, 24. The Colts, nothing. The Colts are in some dire straits. They are going to have some help. They're going to need a lot of help. They've got Kansas City next week. They're facing the first 0-3 start they can had, I think, in the last 11 years. So the Colts are in some serious trouble there. And, Matt Ryan is not looking like he's at home. He's just not looking at home there. The Jags, 24-0, easily take care of that deal. The Dolphins march into Baltimore. What's up, Robert? 42-38 Dolphins. They march in there. Jets didn't take care of business. The Clowns felt terrible. Wow. The Buccaneers 20, the Saints 10. It didn't even finish that close. It was 20-3. The Saints get a late touchdown. Under the total, not a problem there. Commanders and Lions. And Lions 36, Commanders 27. Commanders did not look very good at all today. Now, I'm going to hit you with something, folks. I don't hit you with it very often, but I'm going to hit you with it right now. Our fellow buddy in crime here, Travis. Here's Travis right here with his niece, okay? All right. Travis was in a walk today, the Bud Harrelson walk to defeat Alzheimer's, okay? If you have Facebook, you can find Travis Wilson on Facebook, and you'll see the 7 and the 10 above it right there. As far as horse racing, you can look and find it if you have Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, this is what I'm asking of you. I will show you exactly what happened. He did a walk today for charity to end Alzheimer's. Okay. I will show it to you myself. Travis Wilson, the walk to end Alzheimer's. Okay. Then I hit it on it, and it said right here. All right. I think I've got one right here where it's actually got him. All right. And you can actually, right here. I need $50 more to end my Alzheimer's page, is what it said right here. So you hit that. It says Travis is fundraising to honor all those facing Alzheimer's. Bud Harrelson. That's right. Bud Harrelson. I'm sorry. Bud Harrelson. Yeah. So then you can go down a little ways, and it says donate now if you wish. Okay. If you don't have a PayPal or some way if you don't have a way to transfer it there, I think it accepts PayPal though. Okay. you can go. What's up, Keith? You can come to my PayPal if you wish. Okay, get $5, no more than $5. Okay, he's just come up. He come up a little short. I'm going to see to it till he gets there, but I just wanted to let the room have part in it if they want to. He's the only person. He had his page up for over a week. He's the one that donated the $50. He was making $100 up for the walk, so he didn't have anybody that had donated. He had not hit me up with it. He didn't ask me for it. I went to his Facebook page, found it, asked him about it. I said, I noticed where you gave $50. Did you have anybody else pledge? And he told me no. So if you care to go to his go to Travis Wilson. Okay, go to his Facebook page, and that's what his Facebook page looks like. Travis Wilson. You can scroll down to where it says fundraising. Let me show you what it looks like here. Okay. It's right here with the flower. Need $50 more to reach my goal. That's what it says right there. Okay. Travis put that on there. You just hit that right there, open it up. And if you wish to give $5, just give $5. Okay. All right. We're going to see that he goes over the $100 limit. Okay. He's with his dad this evening, going to seafood, believe it or not. And I'll save that story for this week. You guys remind me when we have our picks this week. I know it's his story to tell, so I want him to tell it. Tuesday night, when we are here picking games, and Travis is here, remind me about the seafood incident. Okay, the seafood incident. We're going to put him on his spot. He's not with us right now. He's with his dad right now. Okay, we're going to put him. We're going to ask him about this seafood incident. Trust me, it is funny. It is funny. So yes, if you care to give $5. Just give $5 if you care to. Okay. The walk today to end Alzheimer's, and he actually did the walk himself for one of his friends, a neighbor's mom. Okay, one of his neighbor's moms. So Travis's walk to end Alzheimer's. Travis Wilson. If you can't find it, you know my email address. You can send me $5 on my PayPal. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, that would be appreciated. I will see to it he gets it. Okay. I'm not telling him. All I did is I told him, I said I was going to go on the channel and mention it. I'm not telling him yet that we're going to be sending money to his Alzheimer's account or to his PayPal account, however way it works anyway. But if people send money to me, to my PayPal account, I will hit him with it Tuesday night and be like, okay, go check your PayPal, bro. Go check your PayPal, or go check your Alzheimer's account and see that it's already reached this limit. But if you guys care to, you go straight to his Facebook page. That's Travis, and he's got his horse racing stuff right here, 10 and 7. Okay, do that. Just give $5. $5. I'm telling you, I think we're going to have a happy guy on our hands. I hope so. Better fit for Urban Meyer, Nebraska or Notre Dame? Notre Dame all the way. Rivera goes for 2 points because he's an idiot. That's the only way I can say it. Liberty went for 2 points last night against Wake Forest. No reason whatsoever. No reason whatsoever. They're on the road. Are you going to tell me you're on the road and that's the reason to do it? I don't know. Yeah, Miami and Baltimore had quite the game come out today. Yeah, but it is Bud Harrelson. You're right, Bud Harrelson. And let's see. Loved ones honor Mets legend Buddy Harrelson at Walk to End Alzheimer's, and that's a walk right there. I guess it was in Long Island somewhere today. So very cool. Travis took part in that. He's with his father tonight, um, going out to dinner. But yeah, remind me Tuesday night of the seafood incident. Okay, if if we're on here, if we're on here doing picks, remind us of it. Say, Rob, ask Travis about the seafood incident. I will bring it up online to him. We'll put him in the. We're gonna back him into a corner. Trust me, because I'm gonna let him tell you about it. But trust me, he may be laughing about it a little bit by the time it's over with, or after we get off the air, he may be calling me names. Um, most people thought Tua was gonna throw that many for the season. Tua had a great game. Tua's actually played 2 games really well for Miami. They're playing well. And where do the Colts go? Where do the Colts go from here? They're 0-2, and they're going to Kansas City. 0-2 and playing Kansas City next week. The Tampa Bay situation, they probably won't get one more game. I don't think they will. Get a Long John Silver sign and menu from the seafood place you took me to hang up in the. How about if I go get a Long John Silver's hat and wear it that night? How about that? If I can find me one of those hats, if I can find me one of those, sailing hats that they have for Long John Silver's, I'll get it. And I won't say a word. I will start off without a mic. I'll start off without the mic, just straight up, without this, and I'll wear that and see if Travis brings it up. The seafood incident. It is so funny. It is hilarious. Colts should sign Newton. I don't know if look, last few times we saw Newton, he wasn't an answer either. I'll tell you, hey, I'll tell you who's actually playing pretty decent as a quarterback, and that's actually the guy for the Jets. Jets quarterback, the old Baltimore quarterback. 49ers 20, Seahawks 7. But you know what? Now, let me ask you this. How about this one, folks? Here's a great question right here. Let's say Jimmy G. Let's say this kid's out for 8 weeks. This kid's out for 8 weeks. Jimmy G goes 5-3. Flacco, yeah, you're right. Thank you, Robert. Let's say Jimmy G goes 5-3. Okay, over the next 8 weeks, and then Trey Lance comes back. Do you put Lance in the game, or if he's 6-2, what does Jimmy G have to do if it's 8 weeks? If it's 8 weeks, what does Jimmy G have to do? What does he have to do in order to be able to keep the job? 7-1. Let's say he goes 7-1. Does he sit back down? 6-2. Does he sit back down? What happens here? What happens here? If Jimmy G plays really well, do they bench him again and put Lance back in? I'm just asking. I know what I would do, but I'm just asking the community here, okay? I don't know. I think in my heart of hearts, you guys will tell me that if he goes 6-2 here, you can't bench him. I don't know. Maybe you're going to tell me this is Trey Lance's job. Maybe you're going to tell me I think Jimmy G should keep starting if the team is playing well. Okay. All right. Lance was not playing real well. And then tonight we're going to see how good the Chicago quarterback can do against a lesser Packers defense. Yeah, we got you, bro. We got you. A lesser Packers defense is not that great. They're at home. But the Bears are going to have to play, Packers 3, Bears have to score 3. Packers score 6, Bears have to score 6. That's what they got to do. They got to play keep up. I think Rodgers is going to light up the Bears. Oh, I think he will too. 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. I think so. Bears defense is good, but I won't be surprised if the Packers defense scores once or twice. The Bears offense is not very good. They're just not very good. We'll see if it rains. We'll see if I don't think it's supposed to get cold tonight. I wouldn't think so. We'll see what happens. But yeah, game of the day. I mean, look, I guess you got to say the Jags. I mean, look, 24-0. They lost to the Commanders last week at home. They lost at Washington to the Commanders. How's your dad doing, Rob? He's doing pretty good. Lance isn't an experienced starter. If he was, you should go back to him, but he is still a guy without much. I agree. Yep, no doubt about it. Jimmy G, you signed him for a reason, and this is a reason in case Lance gets hurt. It doesn't look like it's a 1 or 2 week thing. It looks like it's at least a month, maybe 2 months. And by the time he comes back, it'll be cold weather. Cold weather and bones do not go together. Broken bones and cold weather don't roll together. They just don't. Herbert hurt his ribs Thursday night. Next week, he's probably still going to be breathing hard, even at home, even sitting watching cartoons or sitting watching YouTube or sitting watching football. When you move around and you dance and let those floating ribs move a little bit, it hurts. It hurts. Who did Duke play in football? They beat Northwestern last week, right? Duke won again this week too. If Bama and Georgia played each other, what would the score be? I think Georgia would win right now. I like Georgia right now. Who did Duke play yesterday? Duke played and won. Oh, I said that. I know Virginia Tech won. I think Duke won too. Duke college football score. North Carolina A&T. North Carolina A&T 49-20. 49-20. Yeah. So they are 3-0. They beat Northwestern, they beat Temple, and they beat North Carolina A&T. Now they get to play Kansas, and Kansas won yesterday. Kansas won. Then they got Virginia. Then they got Georgia Tech. Then they got North Carolina. Then they got to go to Miami, Boston College. They got Virginia Tech, Pittsburgh, and Wake. If they get by through the season losing 3 or 4, they've had a good season. I like Georgia against Alabama right now after watching the Alabama game against Texas. Yeah, Alabama yesterday was going to walk. They were going to walk all over that team they played yesterday. Louisiana Lafayette. No, it won't Louisiana Lafayette. I got it right here, though. Louisiana Monroe. After they beat them 63-7. Judge has 59 home runs. Yeah. MVP in the American League, Judge. I hear people all the time saying, well, it should be Ohtani. No, it's Judge. It's Judge. Judge has 59 home runs. He's going to get 60. He's going to have over 60 home runs. It's Judge. Judge is the MVP, folks. Is Penn State a contender for the Big Ten championship? I don't think so. What's up, PJ? I think Penn State is still a pretender. I still say they're a 2-loss minimum team. They're not playing anybody yet. I mean, they played Alabama. I mean, they played Auburn yesterday. Yes. On the road. Yes. They've got some Big Ten games they're not going to win. I don't think they beat Wisconsin, maybe. Minnesota is much improved. Um, do they play Michigan? I'm not sure. Do they play Ohio State? I'm pretty sure they do. But if they play Michigan, I don't like them. Michigan State's going to come home pissed. They lost to Washington yesterday. UW beat, give them a thrashing. My wife's phone, I think. All right, hold on. Somebody's calling her. Hello? Hello? She had a phone call. USC, where would I rank USC? Easily top 10. Easily top 10. Uh, Name a team. I'll tell you whether I think they're better than them right now. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I would give a first round pick for Burrow, but not for their whole entire offensive line. Yeah, their offensive line sucks. They may have the worst. Them and the Guardians have it too. I mean, the Guardians, Commanders, and the Bengals have the two worst offensive lines. Name a team, and I'll tell you whether I think USC is better. They're better than Penn State, yes. USC plays Penn State in a neutral site. USC beats Penn State, no doubt. And I won't talk. I'm sorry, Tim. I wasn't talking about the Guardians' offense. I was talking about Commanders, Washington Commanders, and the Bengals. Both of their offensive lines sucks. Clemson, I like USC better. Oklahoma, I like USC better. That's just me now. That's just me. I like them better than Clemson or Oklahoma right now. Now I might be falling into the Big 12 Kool-Aid, but I like them better right now. That's just me. Michigan. Wow. That would be a hell of a game. I think that's the best team right now. That if they will go play neutral site, I like USC over Michigan. I think I like USC over Michigan. Ohio State, no, they're not that good. I like Ohio State better. USC's better than number 7 in the country, though. That's the thing. I think they're better than that. That's just my opinion. I think they beat Michigan if they played them. Neutral site now. Neutral site, not at the big house. Neutral site. We take them down to New Orleans, or we take them down to the Orange Bowl. I think they beat them. I think they would. Yeah, yeah. And he's a quarterback that came from Oklahoma. Caleb Williams came from Oklahoma, and he followed the coach out to USC, and he's playing great. He's playing wonderful. That's just my opinion. I like Alabama better than USC. I like Georgia better than USC, and I like Ohio State better than USC. I think they beat Oregon. I'm sorry. Oregon fans out there, I'm sorry. I think they're better than Oregon. I think they beat Utah. When they play UCLA, that's different. That's different. That's like beating up little brother and big brother, or two brothers fighting. That's tough. But I still think they probably beat them. But that backyard fight, that's always a good fight. That's always a good fight. I think the top 4 are SEC, Big Ten, Big Ten. So Michigan's in the top 5. Michigan's top 4 team. I think they're better than Michigan. I really do. Number 6 will soon be I don't know. Number 6 will soon be SEC. um, I think they're better than Ole Miss. They're better than Florida, I think. They're better than Kentucky. Um, they're better than Texas. They're better than LSU, I think. I really do. I think they're better than LSU. I don't know. That Michigan one, that's one when somebody put Michigan up on the board there, it's like, okay, that it doesn't send a red flag, but it sends a yellow flag up. It sends a yellow flag up. It's like, okay, don't jump on them too quick, Rob. Yeah. I did not see it. I heard about it. Yeah. And I'm sorry. I think USC is a top 5 team. I can't think of 5 teams better than them. Let me ask you folks, how about this? How about this? All right. And we'll go like 30 seconds for each one. USC versus Clemson. Put it out there. Put it out there. USC versus Clemson. I like USC. Neutral field. They play in Jerry Jones's house, right there in Dallas. USC Clemson. Who do you like? I like USC. I really do. I don't have enough confidence in Clemson's offense. Clemson scored 33 points yesterday. Clemson scored 33 points yesterday, and no, 48. They scored 48 against Louisiana Tech and gave up 20. They gave up 20 to Louisiana Tech, and they were at home. They were at home. All right, I'm gonna go a little tougher with you. We just went Clemson right there, okay? USC Notre Dame. USC Notre Dame. I like USC. I'm sorry, Notre Dame fans. Notre Dame has lost twice, and I know you still want them in the playoffs. I like USC better. I know there's a lot of people that like Notre Dame, but when you lose to a team like Marshall, and I am not putting Marshall down, but Marshall does not have the number of people coming in there. Tim says by 24 points. I think they could too. I think they could. USC big. All right, now let's get a little tougher. USC Michigan. They play in Kansas City. USC Michigan. I think that'd be a hell of a game. But if you're making me put money on it, I'm going to put it on USC. Michigan is still almost a one-dimensional team. They almost have to run a football. I mean, Michigan has to run a football. USC can throw the football. You guys tell me. USC, Michigan. And Alex says by a field goal. I think it would be a close game, too. I'm not going to say it won't be close. But I've seen USC play twice now. And I've seen Michigan play twice. And USC impressed me a whole lot more. Because if you're playing, this is what I always think. If you're playing a team of lesser value or a lesser known opponent, if at the end of the season, Michigan says to him, okay, if you're playing a team that's 2 steps lower than you, right, you should be able to fake a handoff and throw the football 30 yards and not have to worry too much about somebody coming after you, number one, and number two, somebody guarding your guy if you are all world or really that good. if you got a lot of stars, like you would on a card, that's what makes me think USC could just have a great chance against Michigan. Now I'm gonna go one further. Okay, I'm gonna push the envelope a little bit. USC Alabama. USC Alabama. Now, don't forget, Alabama has not shown us anything until yesterday. But we do know they're still Alabama. Okay, USC Alabama, and they're playing in Kansas City. They're playing halfway across, or they're playing in Vegas. USC Alabama. Robert likes Alabama. Alabama by 9. And then Alex says, but close. And let me ask everybody. You see, I think they keep it within a touchdown pretty close. I think so too. But at the beginning of the season, before we saw either one of these two teams, before we saw Alabama, before we saw USC this season, how many people would have said Alabama by 9 or Alabama but close? None of us. I don't think. I think we'd have said Alabama rolls them by 25 points, 20 points. Will the Ohio State Buckeyes defense be improved enough to win the playoff? That ain't what you got to worry about right now. It looks like their offense is what we got to worry about. I don't know. Their offense is not playing against. All right, they got 70 against Toledo. Okay, the Mud Hens. I think USC would make a game of it against Alabama. I think it would too. I think it would. But how many people? Oh, Herm Edwards out. Herm Edwards out at ASU. How about that? Wow. And let me tell you something. Jimbo Fisher, if you didn't catch this morning's program, Jimbo Fisher was called into the AD's office Friday morning. Okay? Now, how soon before Jackson State football jumps to FBS? That might be a while. 4 players, okay, got suspended this week from A&M. Jimbo Fisher called into the AD's office or the president's office. He may be his own AD. He may be the AD, but he got called into the president's office. If he's not the AD, he got called into the AD's office, but his boss's office. Let's say it that way. How long does he keep his job? We're finding out more and more now if players get in trouble, most of the time the coach gets in trouble. Forum stayed out late, got in trouble. They could be out for the year. They could get them. Those 4. Those 4 players could be done. They could be done. And take their scholarships. Those 4 scholarships could be out the window for 2 more years, because that's what the NCAA is doing now. Rams leave 28-7. No surprise there. Raiders up 20-0. That is a surprise. 28-10. Okay. But that's what the NCAA is starting to do now. They're not letting you use scholarships in next year if players tear them up, mess them up. They're going to hold them back a year. So instead of having 85 players, you may have 81 players. You may have 75 players. It's going to make a difference soon to college if you got a bunch of troublemakers on your team and you got to kick a bunch of them off. Now, they're better off to kick them off themselves. How are my picks doing so far? I'll tell you how my picks did this week so far. Early look at college football lines. There may be only one bid of point spread for top 25 games. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, Clemson and Wake Forest next week. Yeah. Chiefs and Chargers. Chargers covered the 3 and a hook. We all took the Chiefs, but I went over with the total. I missed that one all the way. Patriots Steelers, 17-14. Patriots cover. I picked the Steelers, but I did go under. I won on that count. Giants cover -2, 19-16. NFL had it right this week. But 19-16 was only 35 points. They did not reach the 42.5. I went under. I got that point. Jets and Browns. Harris, the only one took the Jets. The rest of us took the Browns. I went under the total, missed all the way this week. Jags and Colts. I took the Jags and went with the under. Jags 24, Colts nothing. They put an egg on the board. Colts were 4-point favorites. I wondered why then. Going to Jacksonville, why they were favored by 4. They will not be favored against Kansas City. They'll probably be double-digit dogs next week. But I get the Jags and the under on that one. Dolphins and Ravens. Ravens were 3.5-point favorites. Dolphins win straight up. I took the Dolphins in this game. I went with the under. Missed that one big time. Clemson game does not have a line. It will by Tuesday, though, probably, because they were playing Wake played late last night. So we'll see. They'll probably have a line by Monday. Buccaneers and Saints. Bucks 2.5-point favorites. I took the Bucks in this game. I liked them strong in this game. They were up 20-3 with 2 minutes to go. They gave up a trash touchdown right there at the end. Not a big deal at all. Nothing to wave your hat about there. And they went under 20-10. Easy under there. I got that one right. Commanders and Lions. I went with the Commanders in that game. Totally messed up there. The Lions, they look like they look like a legit team. And I told you earlier this year. Let's see. What did I pick them? Hold on. Here we go. Let me tell you where I picked let's see, the Lions. I picked them to go 9-8. I picked a 9-8 is how I picked them to go this season. Now I also picked the Washington Commanders to go 8-9. They could still do that, I guess. If they win their home games, they could go 8-9, I guess. But today they did not look like an 8-9 team. They look like an awful team. Bengals O-line needs serious help and are going to get Burrow killed. Yeah, they are. You're right. He got sacked, 5 times, 6 times first half. They are bad. They are bad. I know Washington's line is bad too, though. They both are. Yeah. Clemson game does have a line. Is it at Wake? If Clemson is at Wake Forest, I'll say the line is Clemson 4.5. It may be as much as 5. So we'll see. We'll see. NFL. PJ, they went to 17 last year. It's the first time ever. They went to 17 last year. Yeah. First time ever. You're not out of the loop, my friend. Keith went to Northern Illinois, he said. They're 1-2. What's Northern Illinois? Jackrabbits. Northern Illinois. What do they call Northern Illinois? What would be a proper mascot for Northern Illinois? Northern Illinois is Chicago, folks. What do we call Northern Illinois? The gangsters. The gangsters. Northern Illinois. Clemson's at Wake Forest. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4.5 points. I haven't even looked. What is it? Northern Illinois, the shoplifters. Oh man, they have a courtroom in the first room. Northern Illinois is surrounded by cornfields. It's close enough to Chicago, though. The drive-bys. Oh me, oh my goodness. What if you go to Northern Illinois, what do you do? What do you do like on the weekends? Do you like go to Chicago just for a little excitement? Be like, okay, let's ride up and down Halstead Street. Clemson by 7. That's a little high. That's a little high, I think. Anyway, I think it's a little high. Yeah, you drive up down Halstead Street. That's a little excitement there. You get a good smell of pig shit sometimes driving. That's pretty good. Yeah. If you guys didn't catch my channel here just a little while ago, um, um, my man Travis. Travis did a walk yesterday for ending Alzheimer's. Okay. Um, if you have Facebook, go find this is his homepage in Facebook. Okay, that's his homepage. Scan on down if you'd like to donate. Donate $5. Just donate $5. That's all I'm asking. If you can't afford it, don't. But anybody can afford it. And then you're going to see this little flower right there. Okay, you're going to see that little flower right there, and it says need $50 more to reach my goal. Okay, all right. Just hit that and donate $5. 20th ranked Florida versus 11th ranked Tennessee. At Tennessee, I'll say Tennessee will be favored by Alex says, hi, Ms. Rob. I'm going to say Tennessee's favored by 2 points. 2 points. You should have a raffle for 2 tickets to a nice seafood restaurant in New Jersey. That's what Travis should do. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Tuesday night, we're going to have a time with Travis. Number one, I'm going to see to it that he gets a $50. Early line is -10 Tennessee. That's too much. That's way too much, I think. Florida's a decent team. They just played like garbage yesterday. Tennessee's got to prove more to me than what they've done. Yeah. Who'd they beat up on yesterday? Akron, the Acorns. The Akron, the Zips. The Zips of Akron. That's not Florida. That's not Florida. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. 10 points seems a lot, even at home for me. I think it does anyway. I guess in Vegas, Ohio State was down to a 20.5 point favorite. I would have jumped all over that. Yeah. 30, Ohio 30, they covered 31, no problem. Yeah, they covered 31, no problem. 70-21. I would have jumped on 30 points. Well, we all did. We all did. Well, the problem was only 2 of us went over the total. Me, you, and Dwayne went under the total. That's what's crazy about it. That's what's nuts. It asks on there, who are you donating for, or who you donating the money for, or whatever. Just put Travis Wilson, okay? Third string players got long TDs. Yeah. What is Liberty's team nickname? The Flames. Liberty Flames. Yeah, Liberty Flames. Liberty Flames. Oh, yeah, Tim. The Hillcats. The Guardians single A club. They're in the championship this week. They're playing game 1 tomorrow night. Game 2, if I get tickets online, I can have them for $5 if I get them by tomorrow. USC Oregon. USC Oregon State Saturday. I'm going to still say USC's favored. At Oregon State. At the Beavers. USC's still favored. I'll say that. 5 points, 5.5, maybe 6. I don't think you give them a touchdown. You might. But they're favored. USC's got to be favored in that ball game. If Oregon State's favored, I'm jumping all over that with some money. They're not going to be, though. They're not going to be. But yeah, Liberty played well. Ohio State has a night game Saturday against Wisconsin. Much rather have the noon or 3:30 games. USC favored by 7. Yeah. Now I'll tell you what. Hold on. Do you know what Chattanooga's team nickname is? UT Chattanooga. Are they the Rattlers? UT Chattanooga, the Rattler? That don't sound right. Rattlers? The Max. The Moccasins. Okay, the Mocs. Okay. I thought it was a snake or something. Yeah. UT Chattanooga, the Moccasins. And that's snakes. It's not. That's fine. It's snakes too. It's not shoe. I don't think it's shoes that the Indians wear. I don't think. You can double check on that one for me. But I thought it was a snake. I thought it was a snake. Something. You guys can check. It could be Indian moccasins. UT Chattanooga, there's a lot of Indian reservation stuff around that area. Coastal Carolina. Woo! Coastal Carolina, the tidal wave. No. Coastal Carolina, the wow. Who do you think wins NL MVP? NL MVP right now, Goldschmidt. I like Goldschmidt for it. Coastal Carolina. Wow. The Clantacleers? Is it called the Clantacleers or some shit like that? Chanticleers? I'm just taking a guess. Coastal Carolina Chanticleers? Like Clanticleers, Clantacleers or Chanticleers. I don't know. Chanticleers. Yeah. Okay. How about that one? It takes me a while for some of them. It takes a while, but I've had a computer that had all, I don't know, 170 some schools. Some of them are tough. Some of them are real tough. Stanford, they're the Cardinal. They're the Cardinal. It's a color. Cardinal. Louisville's Cardinals. Louisville is the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. Florida A&M. Wow. The Musketeers? Are they the Musketeers? Vermont Catamounts and the East Carolina. East Carolina, are they the Catamounts? Rattlers. Now look at this one up. Florida A&M's the Rattlers. Okay. All right, gotcha. Is East Carolina, are they the Catamounts? I don't know. Maybe Western Carolina, the Catamounts. Catamounts. Vermont and I want to Furman. I don't think Furman's a Catamounts. No, Furman is the Western Carolina. Those are Catamounts. Okay, Western Carolina. Furman, the Paladins. Yeah. How about this one? Guys? VMI. Virginia Military Institute. Does anybody? Don't look if you don't have to. Virginia Military Institute. VMI. Does anybody know what they call themselves? VMI. Virginia Military Institute. The platoons. Mm-hmm. It's a work over words, okay? It's not the cadets. You're close. You're close, Alex. Very close. But it's a play on those words. It's not cadets. You're really close. It's not cadets. It's keydets. Keydets. The VMI keydets. They don't go by the cadets. They go by keydets. Keydets. Yep. James Madison. James Madison University. James Madison. The Dukes. You got it. The Dogs. The Dukes. The Dukes. You got it. William and Mary. William and Mary. They're down in Williamsburg, Virginia. William and Mary. You might have seen it on a shirt I've worn. How many more days? Ha 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 ha! Days. Change. You gotta change that. You gotta change that whole question, brother. You gotta change that whole question. William and Mary Musketeers? No, not the Musketeers. Change that whole question, Alex. I'm not even going to answer that one. You got to change one word in it. Oh, me. William and Mary. It's not the Musketeers. Mm-mm. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, how many more years does she? Yeah. All right, I'll help you. I'm going to help you guys out, okay? Oh, yeah, right. Cleveland has a fondness for this nickname. Think about it. Think about it now. The three ships, the three boats that came over and landed at Jamestown. Tribesmen close. They just call themselves the tribe. Yep, the tribe. William and Mary tribe. Yep. It's close. Close, Alex. Very close. How about Richmond? How about Richmond? And yet their nickname hasn't tried to get canceled. Yeah, you're right. Richmond. Does anybody know Richmond's? Spoidas. The Spoidas. You got it. The Spoidas. Old Dominion. How about the Old Dominion? They played Virginia Tech already, and they've already played the University of Virginia. Old Dominion. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. You might get it if you watch basketball in the past. You may get it. It's a tough one, though. The Monarchs. You're exactly right. The Monarchs. You got it. You got it. Do we have some updates on some of the scores now? Let's see if somebody can help us out. All righty. ODU beat a Kerry Kittles led Villanova team. Yeah. What's the Seahawks Niners looking like, guys? I need to have a telethon for Native Americans. We are all fans of teams when Native American names were banned. You got it. Seahawks Niners. Somebody help me out here. 20-7 49ers over the Seahawks right now. How about that? Cowboys up 17-9. And the Bengals are favored by 7.5. Broncos and Texans. Nobody's talked about the Broncos all week long, except to say their offensive coordinator, coach, /coach, whatever, was dumbasses for taking Russell Wilson off the field. You got to feel like Russell Wilson's going to play better this week. I've not seen one play in this game. I've not looked at the score. But you got to think Russell Wilson's going to settle these boys down in Denver. They're paying him millions of dollars to come out there and play. Texans are ahead 9-6. Wow. And the Broncos are 10-point favorites. A bunch of us like the Texans in this game. Davis Mills. Davis Mills may be the most underrated quarterback in the NFL. Davis Mills. Not General Mills. Not General Mills. No, we're not talking about Cheerios. We're talking about Davis Mills. How many current NFL players can you see being college coaches? Oh, man, there could be a bunch of them, I guess. There could be a lot. Really could. Look at it this way. If Deion Sanders can coach a team, a lot of guys can coach a team. He's got such a big mouth. Such a big mouth. Michael Irvin could coach. If he wanted to coach, he could coach. Sterling Sharp with his 84 tooth. Sterling Sharp, he could coach. I got my 84 teeth, and I hope you like them all. Don't look now. The Rams 31, Falcons 25. After Falcons got a TD and 2-point conversion. Just under 5 minutes left in the game. What's up, Sean? But there's a lot of guys that can coach that can't play the game. And then there's guys that can play and can coach. My dad told me yesterday that General Mills is building a $1 million square foot facility a few miles from where he lives. Wow. Yeah. I can't, and I've been hearing some big things about General Mills lately. I won't go into it as far as some sponsorships somewhere. But I'll talk about it probably next week or two. But not NFL, but NASCAR. You wouldn't be able to understand Sharp if he was a play caller. I want you to know right now, I ain't trying to sound like Rocky. I ain't trying to sound like Bullwinkle. But I want you to see all of my 84 teeth. Oh, my gosh. We're so mean. We're so mean. Who's more annoying, Ed Orgeron or Tony Romo? Romo. Orgeron's eventually going to get fired, and we won't see him no more anywhere. Romo's calling the only football game on TV right now. That's why I'm right here. Sorry, I ain't sitting there watching the Cowboys play with Romo calling it. No, ain't happening. I sound like Bullwinkle. Rocky, watch me pull the rabbit out of my hat. Again. Oh, man. Oh, it's so funny. So funny. How many current coaches gets fired in the NFL this year? Wow. That could be good. Let's see. I don't think now. Hold on now. The Falcons just picked off Stafford. I'm telling you, the Rams may be in for a hard season with him this year. He had everything in place last year. Oh, okay. Falcons forced a fumble. Who's coaching Denver? Is that New England's old offensive coordinator? Is that Josh McDaniel? Is that Josh McDaniel that's coaching Denver? fired, extended, or finished his contract. Pete Carroll, he ain't gonna get fired this year. I wouldn't extend him. He's getting old. Oh, he coaches the Raiders. Okay, he's doing okay then. Who's coaching the Dalton? Nathaniel Hackett. Yeah, you got to be looking at Hackett from last year. Yeah, I mean last week rather. That was terrible. That's only head coach. Today, Ron Rivera going for 2 points, and you're down what? Down 9? Down 8 points. You're down like 8 points, and he goes for 2. Down 9, I guess. Down 9 and went for it. Pete Carroll finishes his contract. Nathaniel Hackett, I don't know how many years he's got on his contract. If he's got over 3 years, he probably gets fired somewhere along the way. Yeah, down by 8. Down by 9. Down by 9, he went for 2. Down by 9, he went for 2. Then that way, yeah, they were down by 9. He was down by 9 and went for 2. It could have been 7. Instead, he missed it, and they down by 9, and one score doesn't get them back in the game. He should have kicked the extra point like a dumbass he didn't. It was down 9. Down 9. Yeah. Kick your extra point, get within 8. Nope, wrong. Think about it, Keith. Think about it. Keith. Because we said if they score a touchdown and 2 points, they won't back in the game. Remember? They were down 15. They were down 15 because they went for 2 earlier in the game. They went for 2 twice and didn't get it. They went for 2 twice. The last time they went for it, they didn't make it, and they were down 9. That's when we said they could score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion now, and they still not winning this game. What was it they lost by? 36-27. 36-27. They went for 2 and trying to get it to 29. Yeah, but they were down 36-27. They were down 36-27, and they went for 2. They should have went for 1. Oh, both times they were screwing up, though. Yeah. Yeah, they totally screwed themselves there. Yeah. Heard Coach K's looking into the Nebraska job. 2-minute warning, the Falcons on at Rams 20. 3 best receivers in the NFL today. Shit, 2 of them played for the Lions. Now, 2 of them played for Miami today. Waddle and who's the other kid? The kid that came from the Chiefs. Waddle and Hill. Those 2 guys got over 300 and some yards today between the 2 of them. Not St. Brown. No, I think Waddle and Hill did better. Waddle and Hill had over 350 yards receiving today. St. Brown, yeah, you can put him as the 3rd one down if you want to. But Hill got to be put in there too. Hill was just running over. Notre Dame barely beat Cal. Both had 2 touchdowns, Waddle and Hill. Yeah. They got to be thrown in there. Miami's legit, folks. Miami is legit. We'll see what the Texans end up doing here at the end of this game. See if they can end up beating the Broncos. If they do, they're 2-0, right? Are they not 2-0? I think so. That first week's right there. Denver scores a touchdown as soon as I mention something. That's funny. Um, um, I'll say Texans had a tie last week. When will Kenny Pickett play for the Steelers? Sooner rather than later. If the Falcons win, this will be their biggest comeback in team history. And their biggest blowout in team history, the biggest give up or biggest letdown in team history was the Super Bowl, 5 years ago? 6 years ago? Yeah, terrible. Saints lost last week by a point. The Browns beat the Panthers last week. Browns come back this week, get their asses whipped. Panthers 0-2, right? Yeah. Panthers 0-2 with Mayfield. Patriots lost to the Dolphins last week. They come back, beat the Steelers this week. Steelers beat the Bengals. Bengals now going to be 0-2. Will Chase break Jerry Rice's records? No. What's the Bengals and Cowboys doing now? The Bills, probably, they got to be in your top 5, folks. And the Rams could be 0-2. The Rams could be 0-2 going to next week. Wouldn't that be some garbage? Wouldn't that be some stuff? And if the Bears can beat the Packers tonight, the Packers could go 0-2 to face the Buccaneers next week in Tampa. I think the Bills, the Bucs, or the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. You got 3 good chances there. Ramsey pick, and Rams may have this locked up, but won't cover the 10-point spread. Okay. So the Rams going to win this game. Okay, Rams going to win, but the Falcons going to cover the spread. Looks like it, Tim, says Keith. Okay, so the Rams going to cover this one. Falcons, and was it Mariota? Mariota playing for the Falcons? Jets, they're 1-1 now. Does any team look worse than the Colts? I mean, I realize they're 0-1-1. They're not 0-2. But they tied with the Texans last week. Now, granted, they have not played a game at home yet. Okay? They have gotten 2 games on the road, just like Tampa has. Not many teams have not played at home yet. But the Colts start going home next week. But they are not looking good. I mean, they got shut out by the Jags today, folks. Yeah, I saw the cameraman get run over in the Dallas game. Yeah. Yeah, in the Dallas game, he got ran over. Yeah. So you think the Panthers are the worst looking team right now? Really? I think it's the Colts. It's the Colts, man. Matt Ryan shows no life. He's showing us no life on this team. I doubt he's thrown for 350 yards yet in 2 games. That's 175 a game. That's pedestrian. That's not all-star, which I know he's not an all-star anymore. But this team's supposed to be stacked with all-star players. If you put a decent quarterback behind center here, would they be 1-1? Would they be 2-0? I don't know. I'm just saying, if Brady, if Rodgers, if Mahomes, if Allen, let me go further down the list. Davis Mills. Let's say Davis Mills was their quarterback. Okay? Russell Wilson. Mac Jones. Joe Burrow. Would they? Would they have no wins right now? If the Raiders win today, then Mark Davis will have a good day as the Aces won the NBA title today. Mills he is pretty good. You're right. He's pretty good. Mac Jones, all I've heard this offseason, Mac Jones he marches his ass into Pittsburgh. Okay? They haven't played a home game yet either. The Patriots went to Miami last week, and then they went to the Steelers today. That's one of like 3 or 4 teams that hasn't had a home game yet. And Mac Jones marched right into Pittsburgh today and said, guess what? We ain't losing. And they didn't. I picked the Steelers. I thought the Steelers would beat them. I thought the Steelers were the better team. Mac Jones and company did not allow that. They didn't allow it. Granted, Pittsburgh has Trubisky as a quarterback, but still, he's not making terrible mistakes. He's not making game-changing mistakes, just break-your-back mistakes. They got outplayed. They got outplayed today. They got outplayed. Pittsburgh, they ran through Pittsburgh sometimes, through their defense. You can say what you want to about them. And I really, really thought Pittsburgh was going to give them a game and probably win this game and go 2-0. No. A lot of 1-1 teams out there. How many points would you need to put money on the Bears tonight? You mean for me to take the Bears? If you gave me 14 points, I wouldn't take your Bears. I would not take your Bears if you gave me 14. I would not take them. 17? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, Keith. If you gave me 14, I would still take Green Bay in that game. Because I think 5 or 8, 10 minutes into the game, we're going to know exactly how things are going. Rodgers at home is different than Rodgers on the road. We're going to see that next week when he marches his ass into Tampa. They're going to have more problems than they will tonight. Better defense, too. I think Tampa's a better defense than Chicago. But Fields, you cannot expect Fields to carry this team for 60 minutes. Has Aaron lost to the Bears? Yeah, he lost to the Bears once. You get an extra $100 for every point you surrender under 17. Wow. Huh. Boy, oh boy. That's still tough for me to take. Still tough to take. 17 and a hook, maybe. 17 and a hook, maybe. Tonight's it's only 9. And if you look at the updated, it's probably closer than that. It's probably 8.5 now. I would jump on that in Vegas tonight. If I was in Vegas, I'd throw $200 on that in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I would probably say 9 points. If it's 9 points or 9, is it 9 a hook? 9 straight. I would probably say, give me 9.5. 9. So what I'm saying is, by halftime, they got it covered. If you do, you get double pay. He said one time, I still own you talking to the Bears fans. He's a cocky son of a bitch. I'm seeing what it would take to buy your points down, not up, Rob. Yeah, 17.5 as far as I'd go. That's far down. 17 flat and $100 for point that the Bears cover? Nah, I wouldn't do it. Not if I was playing it straight up for $100. No. Falcons fumble on the last play. Rams win 31-27. Okay. Rams 31, Falcons 27. Falcons now have lost by a total of 5 points, and they're 0-2. They're well on their way to 2-15, folks. 2-15. That's as good as they're going to do. Who all's played 2 home games yet? Let's see. Who's played 2 home games? Lions. Yeah, the Lions have. They lost to the Eagles last week, 38-35, and then today they win 36-27. Put $100 on the Bears, $100 on the bingo raffle, easy. Is Arthur Blank still alive? As far as I know, he is. I think he is. Cowboys been played 2 at home after tonight. Yeah, you're right. They played Monday night. They played Monday night? I get it right here. Yeah, they played Sunday night against the Cowboys. Yeah, that's right. Sunday night. Rams have played 2 games at home. Rams have played 2. Robert Bryant says Dallas 17, Cincinnati 9. 6 minutes left. They are showing some guts. There. $100 for any player stinky underwear now. Nope. Who in here tomorrow night likes the Titans straight up against the Bills? Titans straight up next tomorrow night. Who in here likes the Titans straight up against the Bills? Anybody like it? Nobody's speaking up on that one. Now the Bills, nope for the Titans. The Bills are 9-point favorites. This is just like another question. How many points would we have to give you to take your Titans? Let's see. How about 12? That way, if they lose by a touchdown and 2 field goals, they still get beat. 12 points. 12 points. Who in here would take your Titans? Touchdown Bengals. They're right back in the ball game, boys. They got to go for 2 now. They got to go for 2. What do you think they do here, Jim? I don't know. We need to ask. We need to ask some of the guys in the crew. I think they go for 2. They're gonna run wide. They're gonna run wide on this play. I would think about 12 or 13 points. It is a tie game now. Wow. Now, if this goes to overtime, wouldn't that be something? Yeah. Sean says, now I hate the Cowboys. Bless you. Cowboys game's tied, Dar. Yeah, 17. Oh, okay. I had Live Golf on. So I'm going to go in yonder. I'm going to go in there. Go Bengals. We'll see if the Bengals can finish them off. I hope so. You all have a great rest of your afternoon, evening. I'm going to have Travis on. The main thing you got to remember is the seafood restaurant Tuesday night. How you like your seafood, Travis? How does other people in your party like seafood? Tell him about that. Oh, I got mad almost done there. And I will tell Miss Rob hi for you. Y'all have a great evening. God bless. Tuesday night. I'm just gonna wink at you once when Travis is in here. Say, Travis, how you like your seafood? And how do your friends like seafood? Bring that up. Yeah. Have a good one, guys.